Hello. Okay, let's go. And let's see if I can find myself, which is always a challenge. Nothing new. Let's see. Oh, at once. I'm here. Okay. Well, that was fast. Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because I know there are people watching from everywhere. So it's either it's one of the three, right? Good day. That's maybe better. That may be better. Just say good day. It's evening here in the Netherlands. My name is Rihanna. Rihanna of English. In English, I listen to both. Hi. I can see how that you found me. Yes. It's in English, huh? It's not in Dutch, but my English is probably a bit Dutch, isn't it? Because I'm not a native English speaker, but I hope everybody can understand me. Hi, hello. I did not clean my mask completely. I can see on the screen, but I think I will be fine. Hello. Okay. Hi. I'm stepping in for Els. Els is well, with her family and wanted to go home yesterday, but if I say it correctly, the Veil Pass was closed. A mountain pass, I think. It was very slippery and a lot of snow. So she's not at home yet. She's still with her family, which is great. I mean, that's the best thing, right? With her grandchild and her son and her daughter-in-law, it must be very, very nice there. So I'm stepping in for Els today. And I have a last-minute project. I was thinking about making this a while ago, so I thought, okay, just do it today. What am I going to do? I'm going to make a shaker card, mixed media style, because I like working with all kinds of mediums. And oh, no problem, Els, no problem at all. And I know you have great weather now, so it was really pretty where you are at the moment. So everything's fine. I'm going to work with the Spring Awakening collection. And the Spring Awakening collection is the latest collection from the paper flowers. And it's combined with the cute bunny from the cozy and whimsical collection from Josette. So, because I think it's quite difficult to make, but that's just me, because of all the small things, I made this yesterday. And my hands are a bit colored because I prepared a lot for the live today. Hello. But the bunny is ready almost. At least it's assembled, and that's quite something. So I'm going to work with the bunny. I'm going to work with the oval, which I think is so very pretty and versatile. You can do all kinds of things with it. I'm just going to use it as a card base. So I'm not going to add anything, because you can of course stick it to a rectangle card and put it on there. You can make a fold card with it. You can do an easel card with it. I think Liz did that last Monday. I'm going to keep it the way as is, and I'm going to make a shaker card with it. And I'm going to use, and I have to do this, otherwise I can't read the comments. I'm very sorry, Gemma, I think. Otherwise I can't see anything. Yeah, oh, and this bunny is super cute. Really cute. So I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use this. Well, this set has multiple dies. I will show you. And now I have to be careful, because there is something in there you cannot see. But there we go. I will show you what I did. So, what did I do? And you can do several things with this die. I mean, you can use it any way you want to. I used this one. This is for the base. This is my number one. This is what I used. Then I die cutted this one. And if you do that, you will get this outline, and it's solid in the middle once you use this, because there's no cutting a line here. So you just get this. But after that, I did not use this one. I used this one. So when I had a solid piece, I just ran this through my die cutting machine and I cut this. But you can play with it because you also have this die. So you can use this die with this die and use that for your shaker part, for example. I chose to do it this way, but you can do several things with those dies. You can use it any way you want to. So there are 4 dies in this set. And I think it's very pretty and quite versatile. It's a beautiful, beautiful die. So this is my base, and I actually used the coffee dyed papers from the Art Journal specials because I want a bit of a vintage look. So that's what I did. And what did I do more? I did this on the back side. I took the brown cardstock, the same as this one, and I made a holder. It's not very good on this background, but it will stand. And this was very easy to make. I just took a piece of cardstock, folded it here, here and here, and I made this. So this can be used when you just want it to stand up. If you just want to sand it, you can flatten it and use it. You can just put it in the envelope like this. Very, very simple. And I use the oval die for the cardstock as well. Okay, so the thought I have is, this is going to be on the background. This is going to be on top, but lifted with a foam tape and acetate. I also have the acetate here, and I use the same die for it. And this one will be behind here with the 3D foam tape. This will be behind here, and the shaker material will be in between, and this will be my base. But before I do that, I don't want this to remain white. And I really don't want it to stay white. So what I'm going to do, I can do several things. I can use a colored cardstock. I mean, just use a color you want. I can paint it. I can use distress ink or distress oxide or whatever you have. You can use watercolors, use whatever you've got. Waxes, I have them here. You can use that too. You can use anything you want. I am going to use embossing powder. And I have several colors here because I have a lot of embossing powders. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of them. I want a bit of the vintage look, so I have the Wow here, the Wow embossing powders. This is the Provençal, I think, and I don't know exactly how you pronounce it, but that's what it says. And the Weathered Gold. But I also have Lindy's. Let's use whatever you have and whatever you want. This is the Rusty, and it has a bit of metallic in there. And this is a more, yeah, also another rust look. Let me see if I can find the name. Sparkling Sunset, more yellow. And I have a green here. It's very hard to find the names on these. The Fairy Garden Green. So I can use multiple ones. I mean, no problem at all. I can use multiple. Let's use these 3. The Weathered Gold, the Rusty, and the Green. And what I'm going to do then is get my Versamark. You can use another one as well. I mean, whatever works with embossing powders. It's just a slow drying clear ink. This is not so clear, the part's not so clear anymore, but it still works very good. And I'm going to pat it on the entire piece. And hello everybody, I'm sorry, I'm so busy talking and explaining and showing everything and I'm not looking at the comments, but I'm very happy you are here. And of course, please like, comment and share, so you might win the gift certificates. I mean, you know they are being handed out weekly. And you do want to win them because there's so much great stuff at Elizabeth Craft Designs. And you can use them on the website of Elizabeth Craft Designs. And there are 2 websites. The ecraftdesigns.com, which is used more for the US based market, and you have the EU, and that's for the Europe market more. But you can use, well, you can use the websites. If you Google the websites, you will find them, I'm very sure. Oh, you're making the bunny. I had a lot of fun making it yesterday. I do have some, it's also small and I'm not used to it, but I really love making it. I'm starting with a bit of the green. I'm not doing everything. I'm just doing parts. Why? Because, well, I think that's fun to use multiple colors of embossing powder at once. This is going back in. And I'm going back with my second color, and I really love the green as well. I think it's a bit of a olive green, really pretty. This is the weathered gold. Let's see what that does. And I have a third one in a minute. I have to do this. If you like it, Ali, I will say it in Dutch. En gewoon even op liken drukken. Op dat duimpje. Dan heb je het leuk gevonden. Je liked it. En als je er dan een commentaar onder zet en deelt, dan kan je iets winnen. Oké, third color. What did I say? The rust. Just explaining how the like, share and comment thing works. Okay. And if I missed parts, I can come back later. It's always a dangerous job, getting the powder back into the jar. It's not completely covered yet, but I will come back later. I'm going to use my heat tool to melt the embossing powder. Yeah, the buy it all. It's the last day today, isn't it, Els? I remember you telling me it was the last day of the buy it all of this collection. And it's a great collection, I must say. Definitely gorgeous. Okay, it's going to melt, and I can already see, I don't know if you can see it, but the weathered gold is turning out to be a beautiful gold. And the green is more of a gold as well. Very pretty. Yeah, the flowers are gorgeous as well from this collection. I'm going to work with the flowers when I'm done with this part. And I'm going to use both the flower sets. So that means the tulips and the cornflower. But I'm going to do something else with the tulips. And I have my own way of making flowers, and which is a bit different than you might know. And I think you have seen it. I've done it before in a live, but it's just the way I do flowers, so I will show you. Hello everybody. Okay, I've got the first results. It's not quite done yet. I see a few white spots, and I don't want that, so I'm going back in. Do we have more? Here. That's it. And let's see. I might use a fourth now. I'm just going to the rusty color again. There we go. And this will go back in the jar. And this will turn out very pretty, I think. And it will add just a bit of extra to your card, and it's not difficult to do. If you have a clear, slow drying ink, like Versamark, and some embossing powders, which are not expensive, and you can buy them practically at any hobby shop. At least here we can. I hope that's the same everywhere. There we go. I think we have covered everything. It's very easy to use, and it's a fun effect. Hello from Norway. Yeah, that's a gorgeous frame indeed. Now can you see it? I have the gold, the antique gold, the more rusty gold, and the green. So everything is powder. I will clean up when I'm ready with the live. Everything is powder here. So I'm coming back to my card, and I think it will be pretty. Yeah, definitely will be pretty. Okay, let's do the acetate. It's a bit dirty. As I said, everything is powder. It's see-through, but that means you can hardly see it. Okay. This will go behind the middle part. There we go. And I'm doing this with my finger because I don't want too much glue. I'm going to stick the acetate behind the middle part. There we go. And then I'm going to get my 3D foam. I have this big roll. And I'm just going to add the foam. Yepla. To the white part of this die of this masterpiece. I think it's very pretty. Angelica did a very good job designing this. And as I said at the beginning, it's very versatile. You can do all kinds of things with it. My scissors. Yeah, I'm going to make a shaker card. I thought, why not? Let's do a shaker card. There we go. And I hope you can't see it from the front. No, you can't see it. So this is my big roll going back. Then I have this. This is powder. This is actually used in combination with the embossing powders to make sure nothing sticks to your page. But it also works for shaker cards, especially the acetate. So if I use a bit of this powder on here, I hope my shaker material will not stick too much to the acetate. There we go. You can smell it. You can smell the powder. So I'm going to turn this around, and this is going to be the most difficult part because I want this part behind here, but I also want it to be in the middle, and I want my shaker material on there. So this is going to be fun. Let's glue this to the background. I'm going to stand up, otherwise I can't see it. There we go. That's about the middle. I'm not going to glue it down yet, but I think I have done it correctly. And I can see a bit of white. So as long as I can correct it, I will. I don't want to see the white. There we go. I think I did it the right way. Then I have a lot of shaker material. I just buy it whenever I see it and I think, okay, well, that's fun to use. So I have a bit of green, and I have green on my middle part as well. Draai ik hem dan open, yeah. Let's see if I can open this one. Just going to place a bit in the middle of the card. And it will add a bit of green to the background. Let's close it. I have some gold shimmers. So there we go. Don't want to use that. And I'm going to add a bit more of those sequences. And then I think that's enough. Now I'm going to glue everything down. And I'm still standing up because I can't see it otherwise. And I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. And it works. And I still see a bit of white, so I'm just going to use a bit of distress ink. And then it's gone. Okay. Part 1. It's not completely closed. I will see what's going on in a minute. Don't know why it does that, but normally when everything is glued down it should be okay. Okay, so my base card is done and the bunny is almost done, and now I'm going to do the flowers. Okay, the flowers. I'm going to start with showing what I made already. This is what I prepared. This is a cornflower, and believe it or not, this is the tulip. And with a tulip, you can do a lot of things. You can make a tulip, of course, but I made this, and this is just a fantasy flower. I mean, you can do whatever you want. And the cornflower is a bit more dimensional than maybe it should be, but this is the way I wanted to make it today. How do I do that? Well, I have the die cuts, and I used a soft finish cardstock for this, and I'm just going to color it with a distress ink. Nothing fancy, not too difficult. I'm just going to use a bit of distress ink. Yeah, you can use it for many things, and you can just make your own flower. I mean, no problem. You can just do that. I'm going to use distress ink, and that will be the let's see, what color shall we use? Let's use the Rusty Hinge. Why not? The rusty, oh, that's the ink, that's also okay, it doesn't really matter. ink oxide, it does the job. Okay. Oh. And this is why I prepared it, because it's not difficult, but it will take time to do this. So I thought I will just show you, and then I have a few ready. Otherwise I will be here 2 hours. I will do the front and the back. I think Liz showed how to do the tulip last Monday. And you can find the lives on the YouTube channel of Elizabeth Craft Designs. And I'm sure the one from Liz is already on there. And you can make the tulip in several ways. You can just fold. You could just die cut it. I die cutted it twice. Every die was die cut twice, and I'm just folding it around it. So you get a round shape like the tulip. You can also use a flower bud, B-U-D. I think I pronounced it correctly. I have them here, I can show you. And you can just wrap the leaves around the bud. So the bottom will be a bit more round to begin with, which of course is how a tulip looks like. I decided not to do it the way Liz did it last Monday, because she has already shown it to you. But I can make a video of it. Oh yeah, Angelica, I'm definitely sure Angelica showed it as well. Yeah. And every live can be watched back on the YouTube channel of Elizabeth Craft Designs. A very good melody. Like, comment and share, and you know the drill. You might win a gift certificate. Which you can use on both websites from Elizabeth Craft Designs. Okay, now you really know why I did it this afternoon already, and my hands are already orange and red. It just takes time. It's really not difficult. It just takes a bit of time. Oh, Katie, is your puppy okay? It's not okay that he chewed on an electric cord. That does not sound good. Okay, and this one. And then I'll show you what I do. So when I've colored, and again, you can color with whatever you want. I color with the Stress Oxide. What I do next is take my sprayer with water, just water, and I spray a bit of water on the front and the back, and I fold it like this. And I'm just letting it dry. Going to do that again. And I'm going to let it dry, front, back. Why am I doing this? I want a bit of a 3D shape, and I can do that I can achieve that in several ways. This is just one way to achieve it. And I don't want my flower to be too, how do you say that, too netjes, too, I want a bit of a mixed media flower, like a bit crunchy. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. And this, I'm just going to let it dry. What does it do? Well, of course you get a crunchy look, but also it will stay the way it is when dry, because it's paper, and because I made it a bit wet. And then when it's dry, it will stay in the same shape. This will not change. It's a bit hard. And you can use any kind of paper. I think the soft finish cardstock is very good for this. So this is just ready to dry. When it's dry, and of course I prepared a few things, so also this, then I'm just going to open it. Oh yeah, That's a great technique, isn't it, Els? And yeah, I'm sure that if Brooke wakes up, then he is priority number one, right? I know how it works. Be a bit careful, but you can just open it. It's dry and it's a bit crunchy. And that's exactly the way I like it. So let's keep it like that. And there we are. Sometimes you have to see how it was, but it will always turn out just fine. It's just a different way of making flowers. There we go. And I did the same with the tulip dies. These are the tulip dies. These are going there. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I did not do anything different. I did exactly the same as with this one. There we go. And once open, you can start gluing. And you don't have to use the heat gun. The glue gun. You don't have to use it. You can just use a regular glue. I see the heat gun and I say heat gun. But you understand what I mean. The glue gun. You can just use regular glue. It will stay there perfectly. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue. You can use whatever you have. A bit of glue in the middle. And I'm going to assemble it. There we are. Again, a bit of glue in the middle. And we're going to assemble it. Don't overthink it. And you can use as many leaves as you want. If you die cut everything once, it's just fine. If you die cut everything twice, you just have a fuller flower. There we go. And again, a bit in the middle. And the smaller ones, but I already think it's very pretty. This one is the aged mahogany. It's a bit lighter because of the water, but it's the aged mahogany. And this one is the vintage photo. And this one is the rusty hinge. Oh, not ready yet. I have a second flower. So that's one. This will go in the middle. It's just a matter of assembling the flowers when you have done this. Just let it dry. That's all you have to do. Let it dry. So that can be used later. We have more than enough flowers. You can also try to use the heat tool. And these are still a bit wet. I just made this. And you can try to speed up the process. I did not make them too wet, so I think I can even assemble them now, I think. Let's see if I can do that. I think so. The colors look different on the flowers. Yeah, but I think because I made it a bit wet, I think that's it. It's dry already. That went very fast. Normally I let them dry for a while, but no need. There we go. Very easy to do. And then for the middle, for the center, there is a die in the set from both the flowers, I think, but I think it's the cornflower the most. And we can use these as a center for these flowers. You can always use your shaping tool for a bit more 3D. There we go. So it's a completely different way of making flowers, but I think it's a fun way of making them. I'm just going to fold these, add a bit of glue in the middle, and I'm going to add this to the center of the flower. And this is just done with brown cardstock, the same cardstock that I used for the cards. I do not always do it like this, but when I make a mixed media style cards, then I think it's fun to make the flowers mixed media style as well. But you don't have to, I mean, you do it your way. I just want to show you my way. And the flowers, I think, will turn out very pretty this way. And one more. Okay. There we go. You can add more to the center. I mean, you do you, as I think Tim Holtz always says. You do you. I think that's a great term. You do it the way you want to do it. I will do it the way I want to do it. Then I have my bunny, which is so cute. A really cute bunny. And I want to do something extra with the bunny. I wasn't really sure what. I'm going to use a darker ink. I think this is Scorched Timber still on there. And maybe I have some embossing glaze. And if you use the, what is it, Lost Shadow, yeah, you can just add a beautiful shine to your project. Really pretty. I will show you. So the bunny goes into the versa mark again. There we go. And then I'm going to do the embossing glaze. Lost Shadow on there. Where is my ink? Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, Carol, you can do that. Just do that, prepare it, and just make whatever you want with it. And when you have it ready, you can just color it for the project you need it for, and then you're gone, then it's ready. So this is just embossing powder, and I'm going to add some shine to the bunny. A bit of a vintage shine with the Lost Shadow embossing glaze. There we go. I don't know if you can see it. I just added a bit of a vintage shine to the bunny. Ready to use. Okay, leaves. Of course we have leaves with the flowers. And these are from the Floral Greenery 3. And I have this one. I already colored a few. I thought let's color the rest during the live. Otherwise I will prepare way too much. And I'm not going to overthink this either. I'm going to use my Distress inks and oxides for this. And I'm going to use the Forest Moss and the Ground Espresso. And for this one, the Fossilized Ember as well. Okay. Oh, Janneke won the whole set. Oh, do you have it already? Because, well, I think, oh, wrong one. That's like Christmas in February. Okay, I'm just going to add the Forest Moss to the leaves. Go. Then a bit of the Ground Espresso. Oh, not the Ground Espresso. I don't want the Ground Espresso. Let's do the Gathered Twigs, otherwise it will be too dark. Let's do the Gathered Twigs. I think that's prettier. Always changing my mind. Oh, take the wrapper off the embossing glaze, really, because it's so fun to use. I actually color with it. I make projects with it and I color with the embossing glaze. Maybe I can do a live with that because it's really fun to do and you really emphasize the colors and it gives something special to your project, whatever you do, your journal, your planner, your cards. It's really pretty to use. And a bit more of the Forest Moss and then I'm done. There we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And this one is done as well. The Forest Moss can go back. And then I'm going to use the Fossilized Ember and the Gathered Twigs as well for this one. There we go. The Gathered Twigs on there. Why do I do that? Well, I want to give it a bit of a vintage look and otherwise it will be too yellow. I think I'm going to do a live with it, Valerie. It's not there yet. Maybe I've done it before, I don't remember. I've done so many lives. But coloring with the embossing glaze is really pretty. Really, really pretty. It gives a bit of extra. And the colors are just really beautiful. Okay, so prepared the flowers and I prepared everything. Turn it around. It's not quite, it's falling out. I don't know why. I have to find out why. Normally when I do the 3D foam, it will stay exactly where I want it, but it's coming out. I will check that later. So, the base of the cards. And now we are going to add everything to the card. I'm also going to add sisal. I think we call it sisal as well in English. This is used on those Easter projects a lot. You can buy it, at least in our country, at very cheap dollar stores, you know, those very cheap stores. The store with the A, we call it in the Netherlands. But when it's Easter time, you can buy this everywhere. I'm going to get my double-sided tape. Where's the beginning? I'm going to add, because I will cover this up. You will not see that anymore. Right. So my double-sided tape is on there. Okay. Now take the top part off, which is a challenge. It's always a challenge. There we go. Yep. Then I can add this fun. Oh, it's a very messy life. My desk will be, it will look like it exploded when I'm done. There we are. And still, it's still coming out. I don't know why. Quite annoying. Don't want that. It's for stuffing bears as well, the sisal, really? Didn't know that. Learning something new every day, you know? Okay, then I'm going to see, okay, what do I want? You can fold the leaves, of course, if you want to. You don't really need to, but give it a bit of dimension. Will be nice. It's handy to start with the leaves. Oh, where are you going? This is a very old way, right? But it still works great, so why not? And I just want a bit of dimension. I don't need a lot, so this is fine. Let's see. How do we want this? What I do is I'm going to see if I want to place my flowers here or there. By the way, I want a bunny. Where do I want the bunny to be? Here, I think. Do I want more flowers? Yes, I do. I do. And I have these as well, which are so fun to use for these kinds of projects. All right. I might add half a flower here. Don't be alarmed, I do this a lot. Just going to cut it in half, and I'm going to use half of it. No, you do not. No, don't watch if you don't want to buy more, because I'm very, very sure that if you see something that you want it, I always do. And I want one here. I think that's pretty. And I want some text here, and what I can add as well is a ribbon. Green. Definitely green. So I can add some ribbon as well. I can add text. I can add more sisal. I mean, you can do whatever. You can add one more flower. I'm going to cut this in half as well. There we go, and then this one can go here. I think something a lot like this. Yeah. Still don't know what's wrong with my shaker part, but I'm sure I did this. Maybe the did not doesn't glue everywhere I want it to glue, but let's see. Okay. And then I have the holder, and I can hold everything up. Yeah, okay, I think that's fine. My foam, where's my foam? Yeah, we are always broke, aren't we, Sylvia? We want too much, we like everything. Everything is beautiful, and we have too many ideas with everything. Okay, this one can come on the bottom, and now it's on my sweater. It's a bit of a messy life, but it's normal for me to have a lot of mess on my table, but I don't think I'm the only one. You might have the messy table as well. I'm quite sure you will have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some leaves off and use them in other places. There we go. Now I'm just going to add everything to my card. Let's do the bunny first. Maybe. I can do the bunny first. Yeah, messy table. We all know the messy table, right? I'm sure you have a messy table as well. And after projects like these with the powder and the sisal and everything, I have to get my vacuum cleaner and do that first. I might do that tomorrow. Such a cute bunny. Yeah, crafters do have a messy table, right? Yeah, I think so too. And I'm happy with my craft room. I did not have a craft room before. Now I can close the door and just leave. Before, I was sitting at my dining table And I always had to clean, always. Now when I'm mid-project, I can just say, I will come back later when I have time. Why not? It's half the fun, definitely. So some parts I'm just gluing down on my card, and sometimes I use the foam blocks to erase the project. What I also do is get some cardboard from boxes, mailboxes, you know, those boxes where all the dice come in and all the craft stuff comes in. I just tear it up and I can use it on projects like these to lift things. I need some time to let it dry, and I'm too impatient, but I think you know what I want to do. Where's the other one? Oh, here. When I do this, I just tear everything up. And I do not want to glue everything down, because when I want to add something like here, I should be able to do that behind what's already there. So don't glue everything down, just the middle, for example, or just part of it. And I should have glued the bunny a bit higher, but I can still do that if I want to. Everything can be corrected. And this one goes behind this one. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So. There we go. Then I have a few more leaves. And I will just add them randomly. There we go. Yeah. And this I can do all evening. I think this is the most relaxing part of doing things. Just keep on adding, thinking, okay, where do I want something extra? Where do I don't want something extra? Do I add this or do I not add this? I can just do that forever. Or wake up the next morning and go to my craft room and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I have this, but I do want to add something more or not. Oh, hello. And the bunny is going to be a bit higher. Okay, now if I want to, I can add a bit more of the seesaw thingy. No problem at all. And I might add a bit more. But my shaker card with mixed media flowers and mixed media on the back part is almost done, I think. I might add a ribbon somewhere. No, I don't know yet for sure, but I will show you the end result tomorrow, because it's quite dark here. I can't make good pictures now. But, well, I think I'm almost done anyway. And I hope to have inspired you a bit just to make something like this as well. I mean, it's really not that difficult. It's just do it, you know? What do you have in house or don't, or what do you want to use? Because if you want to, you can even use the wax and add a bit of wax to the flowers, or splatters. Little splatters, you just cover this and splatter on it. You can do anything you want. Yeah? Okay, that's my project today. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed it with you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.